It's week 9 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's 4th in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Texans and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They coming off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they, too, were losers last week. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Buckley, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. You look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
The Texans at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. They'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2nd and 10.
Great. Delta.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hurts. That's complete to Dell.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
On for the field goal, a 59-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Looking high its way once again.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Moore, the man in motion. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Hyatt there to grab it.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Moore, the motion man right.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st down, Buckley. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Holding, offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll look to throw.
There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
No touch.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle, it's complete.
Into space at the 45.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Now Cade York for the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a handoff up the middle. Buckley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Buckley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of want... in the first half, I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Holding. Offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball, but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, They're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Touchdown, Texans! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Texans have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The sack cost them only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now again, right side. Buckley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Got his man, Dell.
And he's got this down to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end.
Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week. but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now third down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
This will get the lead up to 7.
York able to send this one through.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
Completed to Hyatt.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Hyatt has got it.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Moore, the man in motion.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll try the left side. Buckley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
York now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So now London down by 2 touchdowns, just under 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Here's second down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Back to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here. 6 seconds left to play.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Texans, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week.